people directly interviewed by Pepper Hamilton, and all of them had serious questions about the investigation and Baylor's response following that report. Weeks after Art Briles was fired, Baylor's Title IX office held a meeting to address concerns with members of the athletic department. Tonight, more revealing audio from those secretly recorded tapes.
Small towns. I grew up in one. They hide stuff. Rumors, hidden, no eyeballs, nobody saw it. Little old Waco, Texas. Stories, assaults, sexual victims.
I do not know why they fired Art Briles, or why they didn't want to, or why it ever became an issue.
Football is too big a deal in some towns in America.
As the national media frenzy about the scandal at Baylor hit fever pitch this May, sources tell us Baylor began to overreact to accusations against players. In one case, a complaint was made to Baylor's Title IX office against a junior college transfer named Jeremy Falk. In a secretly recorded meeting from July, Baylor's Title IX administrator responds to concerns from athletic staff about what happened next.
Some of the innuendo, I'm not going to say names, those people haven't even gone through a process. That was our concern as well, Coach. I mean, we have the same concern. That has to happen.
But Falk's attorney tells us there was no process. He arrived on campus to find he had no apartment, and days later was told by coaches he was being stripped of his scholarship before he even had a chance to respond to the complaint.
It was totally unexpected. It's like a big change, but I can't let it stop me from what I want to do.
Although Jeremy denies the allegations and no charges were filed, the Bears wanted to clean house.
Later in that meeting, Crawford again raised concerns that the university has taken action against players without due process.
There are allegations that we know are not true, and we do not take those forward. I have fought for, in a lot of situations, if someone says, hey, this person, bad news, we don't want them on the table. I said, no. Don't change their access, please. We haven't even gotten to the point of having a hearing yet. Please just let the process go.
Sources tell us Baylor's board kicked Falk off the team after Crawford was asked to share his name with administration. This was before coaches or the accused player had been told. Crawford says she has begun to refuse to share names of those involved in Title IX investigations with Baylor administrators, fearful something like this could happen again.
That was what we talked about this week. I said this has to be very clear that at this point, until this point, no one is going to know other than our office who these people are, what their names are, where this is going. There have been situations where I'm getting called on my cell phone on a Sunday morning by a board member wanting names.
Another issue raised among our sources was what they called a perceived racial bias in the investigation. Two sources told us they were asked by Pepper Hamilton investigators why they had so many black players on the team. I contacted Pepper Hamilton and they said the investigation did not explore issues related to the diversity of the team, nor were any coaches asked about diversity-related issues. We have our full coverage up on KWTX.com, and we plan to bring you much more in the coming days as our investigation continues. Back to you.